Yes. First try, baby. All right. We are live on Facebook and on YouTube and on time. That's a win in my book. Let me shut the door to the studio. Okay. Whew. And I got the lights hooked up today too, which is great. Last week I was having trouble. Well, last Tuesday I was having trouble. I don't know what's going on. Wi-Fi. Too many things connected to it. Is that causing a problem? Maybe. All right. Hi, Kim. Thanks for saying hi. I'm going to pull up my social media or social chats here. I think today's episode is going to be fairly short. I don't have a lot to report on, and I'm a little crabby. I can talk about why. Okay, so today's episode. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Dad. Hi, Marcus. Hi, Mom. Thanks for saying hi. Glad to see you here. And I think last week I didn't pull up social comments too, or was that the week before? I don't even remember. But hi, we're back. We are back in action, full on. And look at that. All my keys buttons work. So that's great. Laura, how's it going? Hola. Guys, I hit 300-day streak on Duolingo. I'm learning Spanish still. And I couldn't believe, like, I actually had to fact check that myself. I'm like, because Duolingo just did an update recently. They changed like kind of the format. And I'm like, did I miss anything? I'm like, they must have made a mistake. It can't possibly already be 300 days that I've been learning. But no, it's true. I started last January. I can't believe it. So yeah, almost a whole year of learning Spanish. Nope, I'm not fluent yet, but I'm picking up on things. So like when I hear other people speaking Spanish, I can generally know what they're talking about and be able to respond in English. I'm not confident yet to do it in Spanish, but getting better, getting better. Let's talk about the subject for today, which is that I made a new friend. Okay, now before anyone gets jealous, it's a specific genre of friend that I needed. So please, if you're a real life friend or a friend on here, please do not feel like I'm replacing you. This is just another friend to add to the mix. This friend I met online in a Facebook group for foster parents in our area. I had made a post about some information for a teen club at the park nearby, and just said, hey, if anyone's interested, has teens in the area, they're it's like $5 to go to it. It's a good find. And I was also kind of hoping more teenagers from the area would go to this. And this person responded, well, I don't have a teenager, but this is really good to know. I'm a foster parent, and that's very close to me. And I'm like, oh, very close? How close? So I had messaged the person back and said, maybe we should make like a little community support group. And she DM'd me and said, I'm going out of town, but I'd love to meet up when I get back in town. I reached out to her, about a week later and said, hey, how about an adult beverage? Which turned out to be coffee, which is totally fine too. But we went out for coffee on Friday morning, and it was awesome. I was super awkward, and we would talk a lot about like our journey fostering and comparing stories, like when we got licensed, how we got into it and everything. And as awkward as I was at the end, when I was like, hey, I gotta head to work, it's been really nice meeting up with you. She said, well, can I get your number? And I was like, oh, I mean, I didn't do that, but I was doing that in my head. I was like, oh, of course. But I was like, oh my God, she thinks I'm so cool. She wants my number. Anyway. So we have each other's digits now, which is pretty cool. And the really fun thing is we have a brand new, I don't know if it's come yet. Bert, if you're listening, did we get our game? It's supposed to be delivered today. I ordered a brand new game that I heard about actually on the radio. And anyway, this new friend is into games, so we'll have her over to play games. So anyway, that's how I make new friends now, apparently, is online. And but the reason I'm bringing this up is like it's not easy, right? It's first of all, you can talk to people online, and I have, I've never met some of you in real life, like Marcus and Laura, and Amanda. Hi, nice to see you. And I only see Amanda like maybe once a year, twice a year if I'm super lucky. And we have all these connections in life, right? That we always know are there and we can reach out to if we ever wanted to. But earlier last week, I saw someone that I was super close with at work. And then when she stopped working with me, we always said, oh, we'll catch up, we'll go out to lunch, whatever. And we never did. Why is it so hard to reach out to somebody and just be like, hey, let's grab lunch? And maybe it's just hard for me, but do you guys have, I don't know. Let me hear your experiences on how that goes for you. Like, do you have people that are like friends that you're good about reaching out to and catching up? Or has it gotten just weirder? Like, I don't know, either the pandemic or the older that we get, the harder it is to just meet up with somebody and catch up. Something's weird going on with my bangs today. Sorry. I'm distracted by my own image over here. Figure it out, Lynn. Yeah, I did mention that I have a live stream to her, but I didn't talk about it a lot because I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't want to be so weird. Like, check me out. I mentioned it, and it didn't seem like something that she's like, oh yeah, tell me more. I think we were actually more just kind of focused. We knew that it was only for coffee, and I think we were more interested in seeing where we meet up on like our fostering journeys. I don't think that she'd want to be a guest, but who knows? Maybe she would. We'll see. Yeah. Okay, so thanks for the feedback. I'm terrible at finding time to get together with people. And it's so weird, right? Because, like, after work, you've got out, like, dinner. Assume most people have dinner after work, like, mostly. Like, that's an opportunity right there. Like, hey, let's grab dinner together. Or, hey, come over for dinner. But for some reason kind of hard to just make those plans. Yeah. Hi, CK. Nice to see you. No worries that you're late. You're here for the meat of it. Laura's saying, yeah, I only have a couple of friends and one makes the effort to text and hang out, whereas the other friend I am always contacting and feel very one-sided. So that's always discouraging. Yeah, that's the other weird thing, right? It's like, who's doing more of the work? But I don't think that it's just how busy people are. I don't think that it's meant like, oh, I don't want to hang out with them, so I'm not going to contact them. Because there's like tons of people I'd love to hang out with, but I don't make the effort to make it happen. So I get both sides of it, yeah. Oh, but you wait to hear back from her first, and it took her 6 weeks. Yeah. And you texted to meet up for coffee weekly. Okay. Yeah, that's different. That is, yeah, and that I know social anxiety plays a part in this too, right? Where people just feel very uncomfortable meeting in person now for whatever reason, because the pandemic made it hard to socialize and practice social skills. I don't know though, is that an excuse anymore? Have we all practiced it, or are some people just still in their shell? I don't know. Yeah, and it's so hard to rotate who to reach out to, and also, yeah, you have no free time because you've got kids, and the schedules are packed with classes and coaching and everything else that comes in between. I get it. Oh, thank you, CK. Wow. Appreciate it. I did wash it today, so that's a treat for you guys. And Amanda's saying, I feel worried they will need more of me than I can give. Here for the see you once a year vibe and still get along fine. That's the other thing too, is like when I see people that I haven't seen in a long time, and like there's that initial guilt, like, oh, I haven't seen you in so long, and I remember how much fun we always used to have. But then the comfort of like falling right back into where things left off, like immediately. It's like you don't have to spend that much time, apologizing for not reaching out more or sooner, because you just jump back into it. I have a few friends like that. A lot of my Minnesota friends are like that. And that, and it's nice to call them my friends now. They were Bert's friends, and now it feels like they're my friends. Like, like Amanda. And Amanda, I'm so happy you're here. I want to hear all about your studio for real. Amanda opened, guys, I have to do a little brag moment for her because she started a brand new business, a dance studio that is not about competition. It's about bringing kids together to make them feel empowered and feel good and learn how to do like human skills. Like it's amazing, and it's just open doors and everyone's welcome, and I am like, oh, I just love it, and I wish there was more of it, and I wish it was closer because I would be there. But congratulations, Amanda, and I hope it's going super well. I'm really proud of you. Yeah. Yeah, and that's another thing too, is sometimes it's just more comfortable at home. You don't want to make plans. But yeah, it's always a payoff. Like, it's like sometimes I just don't feel like going to broom ball at night, or I don't want to go to soccer, because I'm tired. But as soon as I'm there, it feels like, oh, I'm really glad I came because I got to see my friends and I got to, have the fun. Yeah. You're very welcome. This is great. Been in I think you mean contact with the Carver County Country Foster Care to open a class, and I haven't nailed it down yet, but still working on it. I'm so happy to hear that. I wish there was more like that here. We have to navigate in Chicago through, the park districts offer awesome stuff, and it's actually super affordable in Chicago for the park district classes. Some of them fill really fast, and some of them don't fill at all. But man, I would love something like where kids can sign up to be coached in an environment like yours. I really that would be so great. And I know the closest thing possible would be the Boys and Girls Club. And there's one near us, but it does seem like you have to enroll at a certain time, and it seems a little intimidating, very I don't know. Maybe I have to just look into it a little bit more, but man, that's awesome. I really hope that gets worked out and that you can offer that for foster kids, because man, it's very much a great thing for them to do. That's awesome. Yeah. Marcus, I know I got to make it over to Switzerland to come hang out and have an adult beverage with you. I don't know if we'd have coffee or beer, but probably both. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, and here's another one that was a few minutes ago. I feel like fringe friends probably have a busy life that I should not interrupt. Yeah, but also if you want to see them, let them be the ones that say, that they can't make it out, but thanks for reaching out. I don't know. I don't think it should feel like an interruption. And if, and I don't know. It's like, if you want to see them, you should ask. That's how I feel about it. Awesome, guys. Well, I've thought, I love the topic of how to make friends as an adult. This has been something on my channel that I've wanted to cover many times because of the job I'm in with Sport and Social Club, right? That's what I love about it, is all these people come together to play sports and make new friends. That's how I've met almost all of my friends, is through sports. And I think that that's the easiest way, because you're getting together not just one-on-one with someone new, but a whole group of people. And so you can kind of feel everyone out and kind of magnetize towards the people that feel more right. But yeah, that moment when someone's like, hey, can I get your number in my phone? I don't know, that feels so confirming and reassuring. Oh, I've just made a friend. And I have one of my broomball friends, actually. He's so nice, so freaking nice. And I'm I don't know, he's always trying to connect us with other people. And that's another weird thing, right? It's being set up on a blind date with somebody that's a friend of a friend. But not to a date, but to be friends or connect or network or whatever. And how long do you does that offer extend? Because I've been connected to friends several times, and then I don't reach out right away because I'm I'm not sure what to say, and then so much time passes, and then I'm it's too late now. And then I wish that I had reached out sooner. And then the next time I see that friend, they're like, oh, did you ever reach out to so-and-so? And I'd be and then it's weird. You know what I mean? Does that ever happen to you guys too? I don't know. But yeah, making friends as adults, I think the sport route, and then now I found that, like, yeah, if you can find someone in the neighborhood, that's my new thing, is like being able to be like, hey, do you want to come over for a few minutes? Want to have like a, a glass of wine, or a cup of coffee, and just hang out for a little bit. I think I need that. I need community like close by to just pop over and say hi to somebody for a little bit. All my friends, that I've had for a long time, we all grow up and grow further, like geographically apart. And that's what makes it harder to do those quick, like get together. So it's usually has to be a quick call instead, or a direct message or something like that. But that's also really nice too, because like during the day at work, sometimes I get a nice little like break from work because I get a message from someone just checking in, like, hey, what's the latest on this? And, they give me an update on what they're going through too. And then it's kind of, I don't know, just that little connection it's a nice little part of the day. Yeah. Okay. And Mom's saying, I don't think it's ever too late to reach out. Everyone is busy. And you know what? You're true. That's you're true. That's true. The woman I had met last January that runs an adoption consultation company. I just reached out to her recently, and she remembered me. And I hadn't, that's 10 months of not being in contact. And she was like, oh, I'm glad you reached out. Let's connect. By the way, that's tomorrow. We have a consultation with this adoption person tomorrow. 15-minute call. We watched a video ahead of time so we can kind of be like ahead of like the conversation, so we're not just getting the basics, we're asking something a little bit more specific to our situation. Man, guys, the adoption thing, it's expensive, and there's some very creative people out there in how they fund it. And when I say expensive to me for adoption is $45,000 to $55,000 for the entire process. And that could be covering the travel, because a lot of times adoptions are not done near you. They're done out of state. It's just how it is, because you put your biography, or whatever they call it, your book, your profile's the word, with a whole bunch of different agencies, or not a whole bunch, 3 to 5 is what she recommends. And then, they could be taking moms from all over the place as well. So, or biological moms. So those connections can really very easily happen across state. So that's travel. And then if it's out of state, there's a waiting period that you have to, something like 10 days before you get the paperwork and everything to take that baby home. So staying in a hotel for those 10 days after a baby's born. And that's just an example. A lot of times you have to cover the medical for the biological mother, all the legal fees for adoption, building that profile if you're using an agency, listing with the agencies, the consultation, everything like that is, it all adds up. And then on top of that, right, building a nursery, changing your home so that you can take home a baby and having that ready, preparing for a home study, which, I think we'd be fine for a home study just because we've already done one with fostering, but yeah, there's a lot. There's so much. And I think that there's fees to have someone come out and do that home study. It's crazy. Hey, Spark, how's it going? Great to see you. Thanks for popping over. Guys, Spark's getting married in like 1 month. Less than a month. It's the 14th. Oh my gosh, I can't wait, Spark. Oh my gosh. It's going to be such a fun wedding. I can't wait. Excited for that. So yeah, anyway, the adoption thing is scary. I don't know. My feelings about it are all over the place, and I think it would honestly be easier for me to move forward with adoption if I knew that it was absolutely impossible for me and Bert to get pregnant. But every month I've still got it in my head that it could happen, that we could naturally get pregnant. And that's my roadblock right now. That's totally it. Oh, Spark, you're getting a lot of congratulations. Yep. Awesome, guys. So yeah. And hello on the Unholy Inferno. I think I think that's my neighbor. I'm pretty sure. Hey, you found me. Great. That's awesome. That was on Halloween. I went over and I saw my neighbors handing out candy, and we got on talking about live streaming and stuff. Awesome. Cool. Great to see you. Um, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, so if you the Unholy Inferno has a channel about gaming and stuff. So if you guys are into that kind of thing, maybe give him a follow. Very cool. Talk about making friends in the neighborhood, right? Yeah, just walk right up to them on Halloween and get to know them and then become YouTube friends. Oh my gosh, I love it. So anyway, yeah, okay, can I also, like, I wasn't sure if I was going to share this or not, but I'm going to share something with you guys. Something magical happened. Probably like the biggest thing that made me smile this entire weekend. On Saturday, I was walking with our foster daughter, and she dropped the three big words on me. She told me she loves me. And I can't even tell you guys how that made me feel. Like my heart just like just swelled up, and I was like, first of all, are you serious right now? For real, or are you trying to get something? But anyway, she said she was for real, and it was amazing. And I don't know if she's gonna watch this or not, because I don't know. Like, I feel like I don't know. That moment was like private, but also like it's such a big moment. I had to share it. It's so great. But yeah, the three big words, exactly. I love you. Hearing that from a kid is, I don't know, magical. I don't know if you guys hear that from your kids. Do you have the same feeling? Mom and Dad, I love you. How does that make you guys feel? Yeah, I am happy. I'm very happy from that. Yeah, thanks, guys. And thanks, Elliot. I'm glad. I'll keep you on pace, you know? Keep on rowing, man. That's awesome. So, guys, yeah, that was the big news. That happened. I was working Turkey Bowl on Saturday for work. Nice big sold out tournament over at Lincoln Park South. Great day, other than it was really, really cold. And I kind of used my foster daughter and my husband as an excuse a little, but not really. I'll give the credit to my boss. I said, hey, they're going to come pick me up. What time should I tell them to come get me? They're going to stop by and see me. He's like, oh, tell them to come early. Then you can leave. So I got out early. It was awesome. But yeah, that because I got to leave early, that meant I got to go on a walk with her to the park, and we were walking side by side, which is what we learned in our training as parallel conversations. So it's a lot less intimidating to talk to someone when you're side by side, rather than looking right at them, kind of staring them down, waiting for them to respond to something that you're talking serious about. So we're having a very nice parallel conversation, and then she just poof said it, Lynn, I love you. And I was like, whoa, what? Love it. But yeah, it was absolutely magical. And Mom, I do love you. And I love Dad too. The three of you are acting like family every time we see you. And it honestly does. It feels like family. And she still calls us Lynn and Bert. It's, not at the level of like Mom and Dad, which I'm totally comfortable with, because right now, Mom, in my mind, to her, is her biological mom. And so I don't want to start confusing, I don't know, there being two moms. It's a weird, that's where I'm at with it. That is not everyone in foster. That is me and Bert and our foster daughter and how we are arranged right now. So, but yeah, that was pretty big moment. And then to finish off the wonderful weekend too, we got to celebrate my nephew, Levi, his second birthday, and got to see friends and family, and everyone got to meet our foster daughter, and she just is so good with the kids, and she's just wonderful to, like, it feels like she's part of the family. It really, like, everyone makes her feel welcome. She feels comfortable as far as I can tell. She just doesn't like the long car rides are a no-go, so that's, other than that, awesome. Things are going very well. Car rides are great for deep conversations. Absolutely. Yeah. Love it. Bert and I, when we do our long drives, we usually can get through a lot of heavy talks about future and planning and everything like that. last thing we're trying to redo our basement, guys. No, I don't know if I need a GoFundMe or what. Like, we have a budget, and then you think about all the other things that get added on and the other things we might need that money for. And then it's just like, I don't even know if we should start this and how much can we do ourselves. It's so hard. It's so tough. But we really want to do it. I just want to do it. Jump in, put up some walls, not like around myself, in the basement. Make it into a cool hangout area is what we want to do. I love doing DIY, but also it took me, a year and 4 months to finish the post in the living room, so I don't know if it's a great idea for me to do DIY in the basement. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap this up. Thank you so much for hanging out today. If you guys have any updates, I'm gonna hang out here for a couple minutes. Please feel free to, let me know how things are going in your life. What's new? What's good? What's bad? What's exciting? Do you guys have anyone that recently told you they love you for the first time? Or somebody that you made friends with that is a new friend, and I don't know, any friend stories? I'm trying to see if there's anything else I missed here. We already celebrated Spark's birthday, and Elliot's doing awesome with rowing and meeting goals and stuff. He's always posting about that, and I love it. Amanda, we celebrated on her dance studio. So, and also the plan is we're going to hopefully go to Minnesota for Thanksgiving. So if we make it up there, maybe we can have a night where we actually do see friends. I'll figure out my hair by next week too. Can you believe Thanksgiving's already next week? Oh, it's crazy. Oh, CK. Guys, we had a shout out to CK. You know what she's doing? So CK is a retired, I can't remember what branch you're from, but she's a vet. So happy Veterans Day, CK. She's retired from that, and now she does animal sitting, right? And so she's always posting these incredible pictures and videos of her with the animals. Also give her a follow. I don't know, CK, are you on, I always see you on Facebook Reels, I think. Okay, CK was in the Navy. But she's surrounded by the dogs because she's dog sitting, and she always has the cutest pictures, and it's a lot of fun. But she's been doing a great job making content. That's how I met CK, was through the live streaming group. And she's been doing a lot of reels lately, and they really pick up my day. Okay, TikTok. You can drop your handle if you want to, CK, if people want to give you a follow, because it's good stuff. Very relevant. I love it. Clean and good. That's the way I like my funnies. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Same handle as YouTube, CK's Antics. So there you go. You got the double promo on there. So you guys can follow her on YouTube as well. Just doing all the shares and likes and follows. I love it. All right, guys, if you haven't yet, smash that like button today. I'm going to sign off. Thanks for hanging out. And I'll see you guys next Monday as we prepare for Thanksgiving. Hope you have a great day, great week, and talk to you then. Bye. No music. Sorry, no exit music. If anyone wants to know why, I haven't renewed my my subscription yet with Epidemic Sound, so that's why. We'll get it back soon. All right, bye.